Hello, Hana the Suburban Witch here, and today I am unboxing the Marseille Vintage Tarot. I'm just doing this as a quick unboxing, so I'm not doing the top-down method. I'm just going to flick through a few of them, and I won't lie to you, I have never read with a Marseille Tarot deck, so this feels a little intimidating. Now, because of that, I have a book to go along with it. This is the Reading and Understanding Marseille Tarot by Anna Maria Morsuki and Antonella Aloi. So I got a book to help us through this baby. Let's open them both up. Now, I don't know why the book came wrapped in plastic. Like, that's unusual. Now, they don't come together. I just have them at the same time. But they are both through Lo Scarabeo. All right, here we go. Which one do we start with? Oh my God, I don't even know. Let's read at the back of this so we can get a good little intro. The Marseille Tarot, I don't know why I'm giving you a voice, but you're getting it, is one of the earliest decks ever created. I think this is my, what's the nature? I think this is my David Attenborough voice. It is the most popular tarot deck in Europe because of its appealing art and because it draws on the mystical symbols of the Middle Ages. English-speaking readers are beginning to recognize the beauty and power of the Marseille Tarot. The non-scenic pips require a different approach, which is not difficult to learn. Discovering the Marseille cards is a fascinating exploration of the wisdom of our ancestors, an unexpected and powerful journey. All right, this is good because this book actually has coloured, little slippery sleeve, coloured images in there as well, which I can see being very useful when learning. But we want to look at the deck, don't we? All right, so the box itself has a slight, like a very slippery linen finish to it. I don't know if you can catch that. Just very slight. It's a drop top box, which I do find holds up better than a flip top box, which is like this. Okay, they tend to fall apart pretty easy because they're quite flimsy. But if you chuck this in your handbag, it can fall apart. So I often have a hair tie around them. Very professional and cool looking. Okay, we got a teensy weensy little book, little white book as they're called, LWB, and more plastic. We know how much I love that. Okay, so take off the little extra card there and the extra card there. Oh, cute. Okay, so back of the cards first. They're just like a vintage look, and by that I mean artwork that isn't as crispy clear as usual. Looks like it's kind of got a few blotted out sections, but that's fine. Love it. It is reversible. We love that. All right, so in the little white book, it says that a reference to Marseilles is not proof of French origin, since the name of Marseilles was attributed only in the last century. The first models referable to Marseilles instead date back to the half of the 17th century. If France was not the origin of the Tarot de Marseille, the development and fortune of this deck instead contributed to French card makers, because it was a important center of production and distribution in Europe, thanks to its position as a port city. In saying that, the card names are still in French, so there's that. But there is a little bit of history in here, which is actually pretty good, talking about the cultural context of Renaissance in Italy, and the project of spiritual, religious, cultural, and political renewal, and a conception of life inspired by classical age, pagan symbolism, and Hermeticism philosophers of the time. So there's a knowledge of astrology, magic, and alchemy in the cards. It's good. Love that we got that in there. All right, but you want to see the cards, don't you? So I'm just going to hold up a couple because let's just do the majors, sorry, for now. And have a little looky through. Okie dokie. So we have La Mat, which is the full card. We still get a lot of that symbolism. We've got the dog, like what we see in the Rider-Waite-Smith. We have the wand that he's holding with his little backpack, or in this case, it's more like he's holding the wand with his hand. It looks like the dog is tearing his pants off, is my first thought on that one. Then we have Le Batelier, which is the Magician. So, I mean, these are not far off what I'm used to using anyway. So that's totally fine. La Papisse. That kind, I don't speak French, so forgive me. I'll just flip through. I'm not going to say them because, yeah, they're getting hard. They're getting hard. Very sort of similar. You can see the Italian influence in them. I like the colors. They're bright but muted, if that makes any sense at all. Oh, I always love a hermit. The hermit is one of my favorite cards in any deck. So far I'm really liking these. I think these would be really effective in terms of aesthetics in a reading for somebody. If I'm reading in public and things, they look like how you kind of want tarot cards to look. In saying that, people might not like that death card. Yeah. I'm just going to go back. The star kind of looks like she could be pregnant, which is interesting to add in there. All right, so color scheme I like. What is with the boobs? I mean, I know this is like how artwork was depicted, but it's still so funny. All right, so that's our majors. So our majors look pretty similar if you're familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith to what we expect with that. But the pips is where it gets a little bit different. This is where they don't have like a scene depicted on them. They also don't have the name of the card. So for example, we have our Ace of Cups, but the only way you'd know that is by the image. Then the Two of Cups, Three of Cups, so you can see the number 3 here on the side. Four of Cups. So if you've ever seen my unboxing of the Jane Austen Tarot Deck, kind of similar vibes in that is what I'm picking up. So you can see how this is a lot harder to tune into and get a meaning from if you don't already know all of the meanings. So I'm just going to make sure they are similar to what I'm referencing when I think of the Rider-Waite-Smith. So let's have a look at the, let's go nine of Cups. No, this is in Italian. Where is the English one? Okay, the way this is set up is different. They have things in number order rather than suit order. So it says the 5s, and then you get 5 of Cups, 5 of Coins, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Okay, so the 9s. 9 of Cups. Keywords: satiety, satiated, filling, emotional balance. Question: what fills you with joy? Okay, so yes, this would be, I'm just reading the other ones to see. Yeah, they sound very, very similar to what I already know rote memorization wise, so I think I will have no problem with this. Similar to when I'm using tarot, playing cards for tarot readings, it's the same concept. So overall, we get up to the court cards. So they, again, looking similar. They've got the words down the bottom, even though they are in French. You can see, and then we go into Pentacles. Overall, I actually think these are really nice. I'm really excited. I feel way less daunted. I'll show you what the swords. Are these swords? Yes, those are swords. That's what the swords cards look like. Where are our wands? I just went past those. Are these, where are the wands? I am so confused. Oh, okay. These ones are the wands. That's what happens when I don't go through properly in order. So that will take getting used to. Like, oh God, this doesn't even have a number on it. Like, if these two come out next to each other, I'm going to be sitting there going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know? That's the 10. That's the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. All right, so these are the swords. These are the wands. Okay, so I can see how the learning curve is going to be a little bit trickier just in those Pips cards. But I feel way less daunted by this deck now that I've actually opened it. Note to self, should have done this ages ago. Shuffling wise, they actually shuffle very smoothly. Deck's got a slight bow in it, but it's a very flimsy plain deck cardstock, which means it's easy to shuffle and spread. Spreading is beautiful. I'll see if I can do it where you can actually see. Like, oh, that is glorious. So I'm actually really excited to start utilizing this. I think it's going to be really fun, and I will read this book and just make sure it feels like it's going to be a flick through rather than a deep look into it, but I am excited nonetheless. What do you think? Do you like the look of this deck? Do you think it's interesting? Do you think it's annoying? I would love to hear it, what you think about it. And if you're struggling with the tarot or learning the tarot, I have tons of tarot resources in the Suburban Witches Society that you can utilize with, you know, different spreads that you can try, question suggestions for asking your tarot deck. There's a whole resource on career readings with the tarot, so you will absolutely love it. There is a lot there. And you can always, we have a group chat, drop your reading in and be like, yo, can someone help me? Because that's what we're here for. All right, my dears, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world today, and I will chat with you next time.